KOCT, its board of directors, staff, and the City of Oceanside do not support nor promote any candidates. We provide the following program as a public service for voters. All candidates have been invited to participate in this program, but not all were able to or chose to do so.
Hi, I'm Oceanside Deputy Mayor Ryan Keim, and I'm running to be the next mayor of Oceanside. I am an experienced and proven leader who has served you on our city council since 2019 and as deputy mayor the last 4 years. I was raised in Oceanside and always knew I wanted to spend my life here. I graduated from Cal State San Marcos and had the opportunity to become an Oceanside police officer. I served in the community policing and gang units before I was injured on duty taking a violent suspect into custody. I then joined the San Diego County Sheriff's Department command staff as a lead spokesperson and public affairs director in one of the largest sheriff's departments in the country. My wife is also in public service as a school-based occupational therapist, and we raise our young daughter in Ocean Hills. As your deputy mayor, it has been my priority to make Oceanside the safest and most enjoyable coastal city in California. To make that happen, I have focused on common sense policies and led efforts that reduce crime, delivered balanced budgets, protected the environment and beaches, and improved the overall quality of life in our city. These are not just broad statements you hear during elections, but tangible actions I have taken with the support of my fellow elected officials and city staff. I initiated the first real sand restoration project in decades that will save our beaches and act as a model for cities throughout the state. I eliminated the unfair vehicle mileage tax that would have punished Oceanside drivers. I established a program that will prioritize local Oceanside residents when any affordable housing units are for sale and built supportive housing for our seniors and veterans. We created a Hire Local program in partnership with MiraCosta College to assist Oceanside residents with vocational programs and grants and then connect them to Oceanside employers. I authored and implemented a plan to address crime, including human trafficking at budget motels in our city. We also passed the city's first climate action plan and set attainable goals to protect our environment. As your mayor, I will confront the homeless crisis and the crime associated with it head-on with a compassionate but tough two-pronged approach, which allows us to provide critical services to those that will accept them while simultaneously enforcing our laws and ensuring our citizens feel safe wherever they are in the city. I will protect taxpayer money by providing essential city services in the most efficient and responsible manner possible and ensure that emergency reserves are always in place and funded properly. I will preserve Oceanside's unique character in neighborhoods by fighting for local control from Sacramento to ensure any development is consistent with our general plan and climate action plan, but is also affordable so our children can raise their families here as well. I will continue to make sure our seniors and veterans receive the services they deserve and always have a voice. Now, more than ever, it is critical that we have experienced and steady leadership with the ability to compromise and work together to solve problems. I am honored to have the support of a diverse group of community members, elected leaders, and organizations, including the Oceanside Police Officers Association, the Deputy District Attorneys Association, the Oceanside Chamber of Commerce, Supervisor Jim Desmond, and the mayors of Vista, San Marcos, and Escondido. I would be honored to have your vote to lead Oceanside as our next mayor. Thank you for your time, and if you would like more information, please visit my website at ryanckime.com.
Hi, I am Oceanside Mayor Esther Sanchez, the first woman mayor of Oceanside. I am running for re-election as the people's mayor. I am running to take back local control, starting at City Hall. Born and raised in Oceanside, part of a multi-generational Oceansider family, graduating from Oceanside High, I then earned a BA in urban planning before becoming an attorney and working as a deputy public defender for 20 years. You elected me to be your voice, the voice of the people, speaking up on behalf of neighborhoods and businesses who felt disenfranchised and not being heard. For the last 5.5 years, my opponent has enjoyed leading a high-density, developer-controlled supermajority on the council, while I have been the lone voice for the people. I am the champion for preserving our farmland and open space. I voted against the North River Farms 585-home project, organized the referendum, and worked with others to get it on the ballot. We, the people, won by over 67% of the vote, but the council majority voted to support the developer. For years, I have championed a homeless shelter and for more services to address the city's unhoused. I advocated for the city to buy the Ocean Shores property for the shelter. I supported staff's recommendation for Interfaith to be picked as the operator, an experienced nonprofit already working with the city on addressing our homeless. Unfortunately, I was outvoted, as the council majority did not want to have to pay too much money for a shelter program. Unfortunately, the program then was delayed for over 2 years, causing the city to use a voucher program. I have been fighting to get sand on our beaches for 20 years. I pushed to raise our hotel tax to pay for sand on our beaches every year, above and beyond the annual dredging. Unfortunately, I have not had support from other council members. I voted to set aside the $5 million for sand. And yet, $5 million and 3 years later, we do not have not even 1 grain of sand on our beach. The majority council, led by Mr. Keim, initially squandered funds and time on a dead-on-arrival plan for groins, immediately opposed by other cities. I urge that we think outside of the box. Staff listened to me, came back with a science-based solution through Rebeach. With that, I worked hard to fix the mess created by Mr. Keim and his majority. I reached out to North Coastal cities for support. I also invited the California Coastal Commission to meet in Oceanside and gave them a tour. Due to my leadership, I was able to turn around a really bad situation. We are in the worst affordable, attainable housing crisis that we have ever seen. We lost housing stock via the council's delay in addressing short-term vacation rentals. In 2019, I tried pushing a cap to give the city a chance to study the impacts to our communities. I could not get support from any council member, including Mr. Keim. I pushed city staff to buy the former Evergreen land when a charter school was considering that site. Now, we are being threatened with over 900 homes on that site to add to the already congested and uncontrolled traffic issues on Oceanside Boulevard. Mr. Keim has a welcome mat rolled out for developers, and this is bringing uncontrollable traffic and parking issues, making residents feel unsafe. This is impacting safe routes to schools and putting tremendous pressure on the general fund. Developers should be paying for their own impacts. We need to build transitional housing for our homeless, affordable, attainable housing for our families, and bring more livable wage jobs to Oceanside. We need to dedicate El Corazon as parkland so that we don't lose any more land to luxury housing. It's time for a new people's majority with a mayor you rely on, built on years of trust, with a vision of economic and environmental sustainability, quality of life for all, and the institutional knowledge and record of getting things done. Let's take back local control. Vote yes for Esther for Oceanside Mayor. YesForEsther.com. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Laura Bassett. I'm a lifelong Oasider, and I'm running for Oceanside City Council because I want to make Oceanside better and safer for you and everyone who lives here. I was born at Tri-City Hospital and raised in Oceanside, where I graduated from El Camino High School. I went on to college at the University of Southern California, where I got a degree in accounting. Oceanside is where my husband Taylor and I raised our 6 children. I've been a local business owner as a licensed real estate broker, helping my clients to buy homes and get a piece of the American dream. I'm also a licensed professional fiduciary, administering trusts and estates and helping my clients plan for the future, and most importantly, building their family's financial security. My mom instilled a sense of civic duty in me from a very young age. She even gives all her grandchildren an application for voter registration on their 18th birthday. Along with being very involved with community events during my school-aged years, I have also worked as a volunteer leader on local events such as Harbor Days and Operation Appreciation, which honors our military personnel. I have also been very involved with the local community of theater with my entire family since 2006, and have worked as a house manager at the Historic Star Theater in downtown Oceanside. Oceanside is a city on the move, with many exciting improvements in place or in the planning stages, with our beaches, the harbor, the mission, parks and recreational activities throughout the city, the Oceanside Museum of Art, and so many more positive things. Who would want to live anywhere else? My top priorities are ensuring our police and fire departments have the resources they need to keep us safe. I'll keep our streets safe from dangerous criminals and lead the effort to get homeless off the streets and shut down dangerous encampments. I will also lead the effort to create sustainable, environmentally sound policies for Oceanside, advocate for housing affordability, and protect the rights of seniors and veterans. To maintain our beach culture, we must restore the sand on Oceanside's beaches. We can accomplish that while maintaining a common sense budget that ensures opportunities for all, including expanding access to housing in a way that reduces traffic congestion. I am endorsed by the Oceanside Firefighters Association and the Oceanside Police Officers Association, as well as many local leaders, including former Oceanside City Councilwoman and founder of the Women's Resource Center, Colleen O'Hara. Please visit my campaign website at bassettforcitycouncil.com or contact me directly at 760-583-0851. Most importantly, vote for Laura Bassett for Oceanside City Council in November. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Tom DeMoy, and I'm running for Oceanside City Council District 3. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am a proud 25-year homeowner in the beautiful city of Oceanside. I am a hardworking 30-year blue-collar worker in newspapers, and I'm semi-retired. Working 12 years at the San Diego Union Tribune, and as a hands-on operations supervisor, I managed the daily operations of the news and took care of business. I assure you, I will work hard, listen to our community, and get the job done. I am a community volunteer. My community volunteering includes 15 years with the Oceanside Neighborhood Watch policing team, focusing on safety in the streets, organizing neighborhood meetings, and crime prevention through citizen involvement. One of many community events is a national night event held and organized by the Oceanside Police Department. And in August, this was again a remarkable success. These community events help build a stronger sense of connection for our youth, our schools, and where more neighborhoods feel more together and invested in each other's well-being. I will continue volunteering with Neighborhood Watch program and work together and help increase community building partnership programs. I will build a stronger and safer Oceanside. More community volunteer includes 8 years with a nonprofit Main Street Oceanside, and as a collective board member, we worked hard and together fostering accountabilities and shaping Main Street destiny. 5 years with Oceanside 4th of July Parade Committee and volunteer. Downtown Advisory Committee providing guidance and assistance during the development process. 10 years with Main Street Design and Promotional Committees. Oceanside is a vibrant, well-connected community, making it one of the best culturally rich cities in San Diego County, and that's why I want to keep Oceanside unique. I back the blue. I back our firefighters and I back our EMS. I recognize the challenges and hazardous situations they face every day while balancing the needs of the community they serve. Oceanside Police Department, with its previous and current leaderships, are one of the finest departments in San Diego County. Through the direction of the Police Chief Kenrick Sandler and Assistant Police Chief Torino Valavinos, their department works together to maintain trust through transparent practices, accountability measures, and community involvement in decision making. Every day, Oceanside Police put their life on the line. It's all about safety in the streets, safety for our children, safety for our community. As your neighborhood and city councilman, I will always back the blue. I will never consider defunding our police and firefighter departments. We can't give up on our homeless and unsheltered. I will work hard for a better quality of life for our disadvantaged households and the welfare of the homeless. I will work for more county and state resources, more affordable housing, and invest in programs in all areas where they are desperately needed. I will explore expanding OPD homeless outreach team, crime prevention, graffiti abatement and removal, and programs that help our children to a better future like sports activities. We must not forget our veterans' sacrifices. Helping our veterans and our homeless veterans in any way we can by showing our support, our gratitude, and our respect for all they've done is paramount. Helping our seniors with affordable housing, mobile home parks, and improving ADA around our community. I will focus on enhancing our parks, beaches, estuaries, and of course, the sand. Mentionable priorities will be short-term vacation rentals and overdevelopment in South Oceanside. Embracing and supporting our cultures here in Oceanside is paramount, and everything that makes Oceanside unique. I won't be the disappearing council member, and I will not sit on the laps of the big developers. Please check out my website and all the happenings in Oceanside. It would be my honor to serve as your City Council District 3, so please elect Tom DeMoy, and together let's keep Oceanside unique.
Hello, my name is Jimmy Figueroa, and I'm running for Oceanside City Council District 3. I am a husband and a father to two beautiful girls. I was born and raised in Oceanside. Oceanside is my home. It has always been my home. I was born at Tri-City Hospital, attended Crystal McAuliffe Elementary, Lincoln Middle School, and I'm a proud graduate of Maricosa College. I have dedicated my life to serving our community, advocating for safer neighborhoods and enhanced community resources. As a public sector leader for over 10 years and a former executive director of a local homeless shelter, I know how to bring the power of collaboration to help our community and serve our city. As a proven leader in our community, I have led successful initiatives like the development and creation of NCTD Bus Route 315, which enhance essential services to our underserved communities. Bus Route 315 runs through District 3. I've also helped with park revitalization, bringing programs to our community to help our families and youth. And it's these types of services that I hope to bring as your next city council member. I'm running for Oceanside City Council District 3 because this is the community I was raised in. Over the past 10 years, I've seen so many families being pushed out of District 3 because they can't afford to live here anymore. I'm running for City Council to increase affordable housing to help our families and seniors who are at risk of experiencing homelessness. I'm running for City Council to bring services to those that are unhoused and provide them the care that they need to get them back into shelter and housing. I'm running for City Council District 3 because I want to increase our neighborhood public safety. I want to bring programs into our communities to help our youth and families. I also want to focus on improving our roads and infrastructure to have walkable streets for our community, our seniors, and our family. Oceanside is the most beautiful city in our country. This is a place where we want our seniors, our families, and youth to thrive. But in order for people to thrive, they need to have a sense of security. Right now in our community, we have a high rate of folks experiencing homelessness for the first time. We have families in our community being displaced, having to move east to Escondido and Riverside, who can't afford to live in Oceanside anymore. The median household income here in our city is $88,000, but the cost of living is about $99,000. As a proven and respected leader in our region and a former executive director of a local nonprofit organization, I know the importance about leading with accountability and transparency. District 3 residents attend Carlsbad Unified School District schools, Vista Unified School District schools, and Oceanside Unified District schools. In District 3, we also have Maricosa College, which services our North Coastal area, and Tri-City Medical Center, which services our region. This means that we need a leader in City Council that has a history and experience of working in collaboration with our neighboring cities, other elected officials, government entities, and other agencies. Also impacting District 3 in this upcoming year is the resources that we have just received from the state of California. $11.4 million to address the encampments near Tri-City off College Boulevard and Lake Boulevard. Again, this will require collaboration with the city of Carlsbad to make sure that we maximize the funds that we have been given so we can use those funds efficiently and impactfully to address our unhoused community. As your council member, I will work with urgency to address our unhoused challenges in our community. I will also work with urgency to address our infrastructure and road issues and bring traffic calming measures to streets like Vista Way, Cassidy, Thunder, Cedar. These are areas where we have families and seniors who do not feel safe crossing the street. These are things that I'm going to prioritize at the top of my list as your council member, along with bringing lights to John Landis Park and increasing our youth programming in the Tri-City community. So come November 5th, I hope I have your vote. For more information about my campaign, please visit jimmyfigueroa.com. Thank you.
Hey neighbor, I'm Omar Hashimi, running for Oceanside City Council, District 4. I'm a serious candidate with the experience needed to get the job done. Unlike these other candidates, I'm not part of establishment politics. If you wonder why the current council gets nothing done, it's because some of them have been there for over 20 years. They're tired of listening to your problems. They've already decided what's important for them, and it's not us. Our city is facing some tough challenges like homelessness and a lack of affordable housing for our seniors and working families. Homelessness in Oceanside has increased by 34% over the last 3 years alone as a result of our Do Nothing Council. Upon election, I will promote housing solutions that are both affordable and acceptable for our larger community. As a husband and father, officer in the United States Army Reserve, and a small business owner with over 18 years of experience in housing and real estate, I've witnessed the challenges and opportunities that shape our community. Supporting local businesses and the jobs they bring is a top priority. I understand how crucial it is to create an environment where we can thrive. As a small business owner myself, I bring the practical experience and a hands-on approach to ensure our city's budget is managed wisely to support our economy. What about public safety? Let's make sure our neighborhoods are safe and well lit, and that our first responders have the resources they need to protect us. I'll work to expand medical and mental health services, after-school programs, and senior assistance because I believe a safer community starts with strong support systems for everyone. I'm running because I genuinely care about this community and all of us who live here. I'm independent, free from all local political machines. My only commitment is to you. Together, we can build a better and brighter future for Oceanside, one that's inclusive, sustainable, and safe for all. To make this vision a reality, I need your vote. Please visit omarforoceanside.com where you can learn more about my campaign, experience, and how we can work together to create the hometown we all want and deserve. Thank you.
My name is Amber K. Niotoa. Amber K to my friends, family, and supporters, and I'm running for Oceanside City Council, District Seat number 4. It's time to breathe new life and leadership into Oceanside City Council. I'm already a proven fighter for our community, and I promise to fight for you, fight for us, and fight for our Oceanside. Not just big business and outside investors. Remember the summer of 2021 when they tried to put in a 24-hour Amazon truck depot and warehouse in District 4? I was part of a neighborhood group that worked to fight that development. Why? Because it brought zero sales tax dollars, zero money for road repair, and low-wage paying jobs. Not to mention the safety concerns for our nearby neighbors who were seniors and school children. My neighbors and colleagues saw my fighting spirit and asked me to run for office. And given my background here, why not? I'm a lifelong resident of Oceanside, raised here by a single mother, and graduated from El Camino High School. I'm now a professor of sociology at Maricosta College, where I also graduated from. I operate a small micro business centered in wellness and yoga, and raised 2 small children here with the help of their Samoan family. Growing up here with my single mom, I faced periods of housing instability and food insecurity. Nonetheless, my mother instilled the ethos of giving back, which has fostered a belief in volunteerism and community engagement that I now teach my children and students in the classroom today. This is what's given me a unique perspective to be able to fight for Oceansiders at every level. I promise to fight to fix our roads, for our environment, and to ease traffic. Let me tell you how. Let's talk roads and traffic. My incumbent and the current city council have just given us a brand new sporting and concert venue. Nice, right? Except they didn't finish the job. They gave the developers zero responsibility when it comes to road repair and traffic congestion. Just imagine being stuck in traffic on a Tuesday night at Rancho Del Oro and Oceanside Boulevard when a concert is going on. It was a windfall for developers without much thought of the community. They left us holding the bag, and that's part of the pattern. And by the way, it's too late to undo all the damage my opponent has caused. But I don't just complain. I have plans to reduce traffic by securing remote parking venues and providing shuttles to get us to and from concert and sporting events. Some say we have a homeless problem. I say we have homeless people. And seeing it that way is part of the difference that will lead to lasting solutions. Understanding who are the homeless can help us prevent more people from becoming unhoused. Like the young woman who I met who was on the streets because she left her abusive boyfriend. Or a gentleman I met recently who could no longer afford his medication and turned to street drugs. We have to provide outreach and resources before people like this fall into becoming addicts and alcoholics. And let's be honest, sometimes housing is just too expensive, like it was for me and my mom when I was growing up. I will help to find funding for support services and our unhoused neighbors, such as low barrier shelter beds, mobile showers, and safe parking lots. Let's talk environmental challenges. First, this is not our problem alone. I will guarantee Oceanside sends environmental advocates to regional boards and collaborates with the California Coastal Commission for sand replenishment for our beaches and for the preservation of Loma Alta Creek and San Luis Rey River. I will make sure our community takes precedence over development. Remember when we could see the ocean from downtown? If we have all this development, at the very least, I will work to see that we have good paying jobs and taxes from all of these businesses. I will fight for our local businesses, green building projects, native plant landscaping, more trees, and city-sponsored cleanups. My opponent, the present District 4 representative, cites his longevity as the main reason for his re-election. But longevity doesn't always work on our behalf. He has more than double the absences of any other council person in this last term and was the only member of our council not to show up when our beloved pier caught fire back in April. We have seen that what his longevity has done for him, but not what it has done for us. I am proud that my candidacy has been recognized by several important individuals and organizations along the way, including our current mayor, Esther Sanchez, as well as Congressman Mike Levin, Senator Catherine Blakespear, as well as several other elected officials like Deputy Mayor of Vista, Katie Melendez, and Councilmember Karina Contreras. I've been endorsed by the San Diego County Democratic Party and several Democratic clubs. I've also been endorsed by the San Diego and Imperial Counties Labor Council and several local unions, including IBEW 569, San Diego Building Trades, and the Teamsters Local Council 542. As a union member myself, these endorsements make me extremely proud. Other organizations that support my race include the Sierra Club, Let Oceanside Vote, Run Women Run, and Fund Her. Find out more, visit my website, www.amberkae4oside.com.
Hello, my name is Peter Weiss, and I am on the City Council representing District 4. As a proven leader, I am humbled by the support and encouragement I have received from residents, businesses, and community groups to run for re-election. Thank you for your support. I am running for re-election to continue the progress Oceanside has made in recent years. A civil engineer by training, I have decades of experience as a leader in our city. I spent almost 7 years as city manager, so I'm familiar with all aspects of city government. I have the skills, experience, and unique qualifications to represent the City of Oceanside. My priorities include addressing homelessness, public safety, code enforcement and blight elimination, and improving parks and youth recreation programs. I pledge to be responsive to you on issues large and small. Whether it's potholes, stop signs, or public safety, I will be available to hear your concerns. We need to consider citywide issues and concerns, and we need to listen to the collective voice and not always the dominant voice. Your collective priorities are my priorities. My wife and I raised 4 children who all attended El Camino High School. Over the years, I have been active in Boy Scouts and a variety of youth sports programs. I'm still active in the community and coach inline hockey. I also love entertaining Oceansiders as a musician at local venues. I think we have been successful in creating a great place to live. We have a vibrant downtown with lots of fun things to do. Talent follows place and investment follows talent, and we need that increased investment to attract and retain businesses and create good-paying jobs so we can live and work in Oceanside instead of commuting. We must protect our precious beaches and make smart development decisions that put our community first. I bring a sensible and balanced approach to issues and understand that compromise is necessary to improve the quality of life for all. The local level is no place for extreme positions. We need to be able to work together and develop a team atmosphere where we can collectively advance Oceanside. I am committed to maintaining stability and the positive investment environment we have created so we can enhance the programs and services we provide the community. We need to focus on keeping small businesses strong and for making it easier for entrepreneurs to start up. Small business is the cornerstone of a healthy economy. In my time on the council, we have expanded senior and youth programs at El Corazon. I push for more funding for street repairs and road improvements, and many of the streets in our district have seen the results of that effort. But again, more needs to be done. We also need to make sure our public safety programs have what they need to protect and take care of us. Homelessness is one of the biggest issues we face and one of my top priorities. Over the past few years, I spearheaded the city's partnership with the San Diego Rescue Mission to create our Homeless Navigation Center, which has made a significant difference. But again, more needs to be done. These efforts cannot be done alone. They take a willingness to work together and developing partnerships with public and private entities. I've supported developing a positive partnership with Miracosta College, where we have implemented a solid skills and job training program. Not only does this keep local companies strong, it develops a talent base, making Oceanside a magnet for investors of all sizes. These last few months have been challenging for all of us, the city included. Ongoing inflation is something we are all facing. However, we have adopted a balanced budget, and my focus has been, and if elected will continue to be, maintaining fiscally sustainable policies that support core services. Is it possible to stay optimistic? The answer is yes. Optimism matters now more than ever because what we think and how we feel determines what we do. And what we do, day after day, creates our future. Collaboration and cooperation is desperately needed now. Business, government, civic organizations, and citizens are all going to need to work together to overcome some big challenges. But we can do it. We just need to believe that. Once we do, all the rest becomes possible. When you stay focused on what matters, you can make thoughtful decisions from a place of calmness. Good decisions have good outcomes, and good outcomes show that progress is possible. My name is Peter Weiss, City Council candidate for District 4. Thank you for your consideration, and I hope to earn your vote.
KOCT, its board of directors, staff, and the City of Oceanside do not support nor promote any candidates. We provide the following program as a public service for voters. All candidates have been invited to participate in this program, but not all were able to or chose to do so.
Hello, Oceanside. I'm Phyllis Dominguez, your candidate for Oceanside City Treasurer. This position is really about qualifications and trust. Who do you trust to manage the city's funds? Who do you trust to make sure that the city has the money it needs when it needs it? So why am I running for City Treasurer? The City of Oceanside has over $500 million of our hard-earned tax money invested in financial instruments, and we need someone who has the integrity, qualifications, and professionalism to safeguard our funds. I have a master's degree in business with additional education in financial planning, investor relations, and project management. I worked in investor relations at a multi-billion-dollar corporation where I dealt with the large banks, pension funds, and other institutional investors. I also have 20 years of experience managing teams and projects, often under very challenging situations. And I want to use this education and experience to bring professionalism and integrity to the Office of City Treasurer. I'm a longtime resident of Oceanside, over 22 years, and we chose Oceanside as a place to raise our family, and we're proud to call ourselves Osiders. My children grew up here and attended schools in Oceanside. I was a PTA mom who worked to ensure that our schools provided quality education for our children. I volunteered on site council and in the classroom because our children are the future of Oceanside. As a member of this community, I do have a vested interest in the success of our city, and I want it to continue to thrive. Nonetheless, qualifications are important. We've all seen the amazing changes that are occurring in our city. We're no longer a sleepy coastal town, and we deserve a more qualified city treasurer. The city recognized the need for more experience and professionalism and passed an ordinance in 2022 that requires very specific requirements for this position, and I have those qualifications. Qualifications and experience are important, but so is being part of this community. As a fellow taxpayer, it's important that the city treasurer protects our investments, but also acts in a way that reflects our values as a community. Our city's investment policy demands that our city treasurer will act with a degree of professionalism worthy of the public trust. Unfortunately, this isn't our current situation. The current treasurer's controversies have cost the City of Oceanside significant tax dollars in investigations and has eroded public trust. I will restore this trust and bring integrity to the position of city treasurer. When I asked my fellow Osiders what they want from their treasurer, they said they wanted someone who's transparent about their actions and accessible for questions, someone who actually attends the city council meetings and reports on the city's finances to the people of Oceanside. Because after all, that's who the city treasurer works for, you, the people of Oceanside. We deserve a city treasurer who's worthy of the public trust to safeguard our tax dollars, money that's essential to funding resident-serving needs like drinking water, road maintenance, and emergency services. As your city treasurer, I will protect our tax dollars, ensure we invest wisely to preserve principal, provide sufficient liquidity for current city needs, and manage investment risk while seeking the best return. And I will do this work with integrity, with accountability, and with transparency. Most importantly, it's time for a change. Vote for a treasurer that you can trust. I would be honored for your vote on or before November 5th. Thank you for your time and for being part of what keeps Oceanside an amazing place to live. My name is Phyllis Dominguez, your candidate for Oceanside City Treasurer. You can learn more about me at phyllisfortreasurer.com. That's Phyllis, the number 4, treasurer.com, and on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you much.
Hello, Oceanside. My name is Jack Fernandez, and I'm running to be our next city treasurer. I want to share with you who I am, what I stand for, and why I believe I'm the best candidate to serve our great city. My story begins with my family. I'm the son of an immigrant who fled civil war in search of a better life. My dad arrived in San Diego with little more than hope and determination and he worked in a factory to support our family. My mom, who dreamt of becoming a teacher, faced the challenges of multiple sclerosis, which changed our family's path forever. But it also taught us resilience and the power of community. Despite my humble beginnings, my parents instilled in me the importance of education, hard work, and giving back. And these values have guided me throughout my entire life. Being the first in my family to attend college was a big milestone, not just for me, but for my whole family. I actually sold my blood to be able to attend college at Claremont McKenna. I continued to UCLA School of Law, and I served as senior staff editor of the UCLA Law Review. I graduated as a distinguished tax law scholar, and I passed the bar. But before graduating, I worked in corporate and intellectual property of Innovis and Kite Pharma, companies developing cancer treatments. These experiences ignited my passion for biotech, a field where I could combine my legal expertise with my desire to fight disease. Mom's illness was a constant reminder of the importance of this work. It motivated me to pursue a career that I felt would make a tangible difference in the lives of those around me. And as a biotech entrepreneur, I'm proud to have co-founded Machine Bio, a startup focused on revolutionizing protein synthesis. But before that, I founded and served as CEO of Regenica Biosciences, a medical defense startup that aimed at developing antidotes to protect our military and civilians from biochemical threats. I was also director of corporate development at Cambrian Biopharma. I oversaw and directed over $100 million before the age of 30. I'm the only candidate in this race with professional investment experience, crucial for our next treasurer. I've also been deeply involved in our community, and I've served on the board of San Diego Volunteers in Medicine, which provides free healthcare to those in need. I chair Reform Local Government, which focuses on opposing local tax increases that place unnecessary financial burdens on our residents. I'm a licensed real estate broker, so I understand the challenges faced by homeowners, businesses, and renters in Oceanside. I'm committed to ensuring that Oceanside remains a place where all of us can thrive, because we're the third largest city in San Diego. And as our city continues to grow, we need strong, responsible leadership to guide us into the next generation. And the role of city treasurer is not just about managing funds. It's about safeguarding the financial prosperity and health of our city and ensuring that our resources are used wisely for the benefit of all of us in Oceanside. The Oceanside Treasurer oversees the day-to-day management of a $500 million+ investment fund while acting as treasurer for several key city entities. It is a position of immense responsibility. It requires someone with experience, integrity, and a strong vision to manage our city's finances effectively. I'm running for Oceanside Treasurer because I believe in the future of our city. With the right leadership, we can continue to grow while preserving the strong sense of community that makes Oceanside special. And my background in law, business, and biotech has equipped me with the skills needed to manage our city's finances with precision and care. And most importantly, my commitment to public service and my love for our community drive me to ensure that Oceanside remains a place where all of us, families, businesses, and future generations will prosper. As your treasurer, I will protect and grow our city's financial resources and ensure we spend our money wisely. So thank you for taking the time to listen to my story and my vision for Oceanside. I'm honored to be your candidate for city treasurer, and I ask for your support. So vote for Jack Fernandez for Oceanside City Treasurer. I will be the first name on your ballot. Visit jackforoceanside.com. Thank you.
Hello, Oceanside voters. I'm your City Treasurer, Victor Roy, asking you to please vote to re-elect me because in my next term, I will expand my duties to bring some innovative financial education programs to our schools that will benefit your children and you. I am your most qualified candidate with 6 years of hands-on experience as city treasurer. Good public service ensures a healthy democracy. During my 6 years as Oceanside City Treasurer, I and my Treasury team have wisely and saved and invested to grow and build our city's investment portfolio from $325 million to $525 million. That's a huge 60% increase. My opponents cannot say that. I have been faithfully working for you, the people. I have been trustworthy and honest as your elected public watchdog. I have provided truthful, independent oversight. As your current Oceanside City Treasurer, I safeguard the city's money and investments. I will continue to protect your money always. As a successful, lifelong, self-directed investor, I have comprehensive knowledge of finance, treasuries, bonds, munis, corporates, JPAs that will comply with California laws providing safety, liquidity, and yield for Oceanside, our city. I have lived in Oceanside for 26 years and supported numerous organizations, events, and charities to benefit the greater Oceanside community, including that I'm a founding member of the Oceanside Charitable Foundation, that I'm a past president of the Friends of Oceanside Parks and Recreation, and I'm a past vice president of the Friends of Oceanside Public Library. My additional qualifications include that I have been an active member for 6 years with the California Municipal Treasurers Association. I'm an honorary member of the San Diego County Bar Association. I was California Treasury certified by CMTA in 2019, and I was Investment Foundation certified by CFA in 2019. I earned my MBA degree, Master of Business Administration, this year. Oceanside voters, you know me as a community activist who valiantly fought and won the grassroots vacancy decontrol battle in 2011 and 12 to protect rent control for our 6,000 seniors, veterans, disabled, and low-income families who live in our mobile home parks. You know that in 2020, I rallied voters across Oceanside to vote no on Measure K. That asked the voters to give the power to the city council to appoint the city clerk and the city treasurer. 85% of you, the voters, loudly stated no, do not take away our voting power, our choice. In 2020, I helped to get the first woman mayor elected. You know that in 2021, I reported to city leadership that an employee misused taxpayer money to pay for their personal vacation instead of attending a special conference that they were supposed to attend along with me. You know that in 2022, I stood up and fought back against an employee who turned into a bully and liar. That person no longer works for the city. My opponents have done nothing like any of this in our city of Oceanside. Oceanside operates on a balanced budget, and we spend within our means every year, unlike some cities and counties and even the state. Voters, do not be distracted by nonsense and lies that may come from my opponents. Remember, focus on the money and the 60% increase that I and my Treasury team have produced for you and our city over the last 6 years. Yo hablo y yo entiendo español. Vote yes to re-elect Victor Roy for Oceanside City Treasurer. Thank you all. Gracias a todos, and God bless. Your vote is important. Please tell your Oceanside family and friends to vote yes for Victor Roy.
My name is Eleanor Evans. I have lived in Oceanside Trustee Area 2 for 38 years. I am a very proud educator. I taught for over 48 years, including teaching in Oceanside Trustee Area 2. I have diligently served on the Oceanside School Board since 2016 as President, Vice President, and Clerk of the Board. I believe in local control for our schools. I was a delegate and now serve as the Director, Region 17 of the California School Board Association, focusing on being the voice and vision of parents, implementing policies that promote high-quality education at all levels. I believe parents, guardians are the first teachers of our students. I believe every child is a star and can be successful in our public school system. I am endorsed by the Oceanside classroom teachers, and all of my colleagues on the Oceanside School Board. I believe in quality education and continuing our community of partnership with parents and stakeholders for our students' achievement and learning. As a school board member, I have actively advocated for professional development for teachers and staff to hone their best practices, relevant and rigorous curriculum resources, new textbooks, and instructional materials to challenge our students. I am a champion for our students being bilingual via our dual language immersion program. Oceanside has one of the best dual immersion programs in the San Diego County. With the expense of higher education and trade schools being ever increasing, I am a strong proponent of college dual enrollment, students taking classes relatively free. I believe every student must have some degree of career technology and education, so that when they do leave school, they leave with strategies and skills to have an excellent and a quality job. They can pay for their own education, not start life with a huge education debt. Under my leadership, Oceanside Unified has had a positive budget for 4 years. Academically, Oceanside now ranks in the top 20% of the 970 public school districts in California. Within the county of San Diego, we have risen from being in the bottom of the county's barrel to rising to becoming an outstanding district academically, as well as retaining our achievements in sports. When I was elected in 2016, the state of California was on the verge of taking over the district, both financially and academically. Now, no more. Thank you for your trust in me, my colleagues, teachers, staff, and leaders. We have modernized every campus. Every classroom has updated technology, has new furniture, Wi-Fi, and security. I am committed to empowering our students to thrive, not just survive, within a robust and critical learning environment. From our transitional kindergarten program through our portrait of a graduate, every student being equipped with the knowledge, skill, and positive character development required in our ever-changing world. My community engagement includes being on the Community Housing Work Board of Director, which provides affordable housing in Oceanside and throughout California and Texas. I am a San Diego County Taxpayer Board of Association member and being a member of the Independent Citizen Bond Oversight Committee, including the City of Oceanside Measure X Bond, the Miracosta College New Construction and Building Bond, and National Schools and National City Bond. I'm Vice Chair of the Leon L. Williams San Diego County Human Relations Commission. I serve on several California State Department of Education commissions, which include writing the California State Standards and the evaluation of teachers regarding their teaching credentials. I cherish the City of Oceanside Chamber of Commerce Rising School program, which gives recognition and scholarship to any Oceanside student who has had to overcome obstacles in pursuit of their education, and the Boys and Girls Club, which is a home away from home for my niece. If you want positive change to continue, vote for Eleanor Evans. Vote Eleanor Evans, Trustee, Area 2, Oceanside School District Board of Education. Thank you.
My name is Emily Wichman. I'm running for Oceanside Unified School District School Board in District 2. I'm an experienced school board member, having served 24 years from 1994 to 2018. My priorities are back to basics for academic excellence, make students and parents number one, and fiscal responsibility. Academics. Test scores have not risen since 2017 according to state standards. 59% of our students do not meet state standards in English language arts. 71% of our students do not meet state standards in math. The superintendent and Board of Education need to be held accountable. Students need a safe and secure campus. Discipline needs to be enforced by the principal's designee, and no more schools under construction while students are attending. Parental notification and participation has proven to enhance and elevate their school community. Principals need training for parent support, involvement, and fostering a welcoming environment. Fiscal responsibility. Keep budget cuts away from the classroom at all costs. Teachers deserve the support they need for the academic success of their students. Social agendas and political activism has filled the classrooms with non-academic instruction that cuts classroom time and funding. I've served 40+ years volunteering with the families in Oceanside. I'm a third generation of 5 who have lived in Oceanside. I am a mother, a grandmother, and a wife of 56 years. As an educational consultant, I know the necessity to bring back the focus of academics, to ensure students are equipped with the knowledge and the skills to compete in higher education or the workforce after graduation. Please connect with me at emilyforousd.com. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mike Blessing, and I'm running for a seat on the Oceanside School Board in District 5, located in the geographic center of the city, including the Rancho de Oro, Ivy Ranch, Oceana, and the San Luis Rey neighborhoods. I've been a member of the school board for the past 16 years, having first been elected in November 2008 and re-elected in 2012 and again in 2016 and 2020. I have lived and worked in the city of Oceanside for over 50 years, as I began working for the city in 1975 in the planning and economic development arenas. As planning director and deputy city manager for 25 of those years, I have seen the city grow to become a vibrant community with a wealth of diverse housing, jobs, and recreation facilities, and a dramatic downtown that has become a fabulous beach resort destination in just a few short years. I was also instrumental in bringing Genentech to Oceanside in the early 2000s, which spawned a growing biotech job center in the Rancho de Oro Ocean Ranch Tech Park. And I was part of the master planning work that led to the El Corazon Park we see today, with its senior center, the 22 tournament caliber soccer fields, and the William Wagner Swim Center, named after our beloved Oceanside teacher, Coach Wagner. I am proud of the work I've done the past 16 years on the school board. Most recently working with our excellent superintendent, Dr. Julie Vitale, my fellow board members, our teachers, support staff, and parents and kids to bring the best possible educational and facilities to the community. One of the most significant accomplishments was the passage of Measure W in 2020, and directing the use of those funds has been critical. Thanks to the unwavering support of the community, we have been able to renovate, upgrade, and modernize virtually all of our schools in Oceanside, along with the complete renovation of the athletic stadiums and gymnasium facilities at both Oceanside High and El Camino High Schools. In addition, work is underway for the modernization of the Pablo Tox School of the Arts, formerly known as San Luis Rey School, which will be complete next year, and the construction of the new campus buildings with a new gymnasium at Jefferson Middle School by the fall of 2026. We plan to modernize the Surfside Academy on the Ditmar Street campus by 2027, and we have secured funding for construction of a much-needed district office to better serve the community, as well as funds to modernize our maintenance, operations, and transportation facility on Mission Avenue that is sorely outdated. Here are a few of my core beliefs that guide my decision-making. I believe that a collaborative relationship between students, parents, teachers, support staff, and district leadership is the key to improving student achievement. I am focused on maintaining a sound budgetary footing for the district. I am a strong supporter of social, emotional learning efforts and will continue to retain counselors, psychologists, and support staff to help students with social and emotional issues they bring to school. I will support competitive salaries for teachers and support staff while maintaining a budget balance. I will ensure that our school libraries have all of the books and resources deemed age appropriate, guided by the philosophy of the freedom to read and using the American Library Association standards. I support efforts to expand and career technical education programs that prepare students for jobs in the local and world economy. And finally, I believe in the human rights campaign that all people are equal and that a woman has the right to control her body. I want to thank all of the past and present mayors and city council members, as well as the past, present school board members for their support.
I also want to thank the hundreds of property owners, community activists, and business owners from all over the city who have endorsed my campaign, along with the Oceanside Teachers Association, the San Diego Democratic Party, the Oceanside Democratic Club, Demco, and the Sierra Club. I am proud and optimistic about Oceanside's future. It's been my honor to serve you the past 16 years on the Oceanside School Board. I have earned your vote of confidence in the past and trust you will vote for me once again. Vote for Mike Blessing for School Board, Area 5 on November 5th. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Rosie Higuera, and I'm running for Oceanside School Board, District 5. I have been an educator for most of my adult life, working with children of all ages. I'm also a family advocate, and I want to be your voice on the Oceanside School Board. Our kids deserve academic excellence. The grades are in the 30s and 40s in reading, writing, and math, and every child deserves the right to have an education that is excellent, free from indoctrination, sexualization, and bullying. Also, I would like to restore parental rights. The most important teacher in a child's life is their parent. I don't think that the teachers and the school board should supersede the parents' rights in a child's life. Also, I would like to bring back fiscal accountability and transparency. The Oceanside School Board deals with a multi-million-dollar budget, and a lot of the money is going to administration, which is not right. It needs to go to the students. Our children have the right to have that money for the best education possible. My website is www.rosieforschools.com. Thank you so much.
I'm Matt Gunderson, a small business owner, and I believe in freedom. Freedom for women to make their own choices. Freedom for all of us to live and thrive in an economy without high taxes. Freedom from high grocery and gas prices due to skyrocketing inflation that is caused by politicians in Washington, D.C. And the freedom to live in a country with secure borders. Washington needs leaders with the kind of real-world experience and perspective that I have. I built 3 local businesses from the ground up and created hundreds of good-paying jobs. I'm a political outsider who will pass term limits to get rid of the career politicians from both parties. For me, building a better future for America is personal. As a married father of 4 daughters, I know how important it is for women to be able to choose what's best for themselves. That's why I'm pro-choice. I believe abortion should be safe, legal, and rare. In Congress, I'll work to pass the Violence Against Women Act to protect against domestic violence. I'll support and protect our most vulnerable, like seniors who rely on Social Security and Medicare. And I'll support our most deserving, our veterans. I'll apply my business experience and leadership skills to reform the dysfunctional Department of Veterans Affairs. I'm not a politician. I'm a businessman and a father who sees the direction that career politicians are taking our country, and I know it's time for good people to stand up and protect our democracy. For more information, visit www.gowithgunderson.com.
Hi, this is Congressman Mike Levin. I've been honored to get things done for our community, authoring 30 successful bipartisan laws to improve our lives. I've been recognized as one of the most effective members of Congress by the Center for Effective Lawmaking. I'm proud to be a strong voice for ethics and accountability. I refuse to take corporate campaign contributions, and I'm working to prohibit members of Congress from trading stocks. I've worked to pass landmark laws to lower prescription drug prices and healthcare costs. I'm not afraid to take on corporations like Big Oil that engage in price gouging. In 2024, I was incredibly honored to be named the strongest champion for veterans by the Veterans for Foreign Wars. I worked to stop extremist attempts to limit access to abortion, IVF, and birth control, and I vigorously opposed cuts to Social Security and Medicare. I've also worked for bipartisan solutions for our broken immigration system, including the hiring of 22,000 Border Patrol agents. I've supported policies that have cut illegal border crossings by over 50%. I'm a champion for public safety and have helped to lead the effort to stop so-called burglary tourism. I'm endorsed by the San Diego and Oceanside Police Officer Associations and the Association of Orange County Deputy Sheriffs, along with the Fraternal Order of Police and PORAC. I've secured over $931 million for better schools, cleaner water, improved infrastructure, and shelters to end homeless encampments. From restoring our local beaches to finding safe storage for the nuclear waste at San Onofre, I'll remain focused always on funding the solutions to our biggest challenges. For more information about me, please visit MikeLevin.org. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Lori Davies, and I'm honored to serve as your Assembly member in California's 74th Assembly District. Since first being elected in 2020 and re-elected in 2022, I've been committed to representing North San Diego County and South Orange County, which includes Oceanside, Vista, Laguna Niguel, San Juan Capistrano, Dana Point, San Clemente, Camp Pendleton, and portions of Fallbrook. I'm proud of the work we've done together. The governor has signed 19 of my bills into law, with 2 more on his desk and 2 still working their way through the legislature. Over the past 4 years, I've been successful in passing meaningful legislation, including Assembly Bill 882, which tackles the issue of coastal erosion by expediting funding for grants by the State Coastal Conservancy to help with our climate challenges such as sea level rise and coastal erosion. AJR 18, which urged Congress and the U.S. Department of Energy to prioritize finding a home for spent nuclear fuel, like the fuel found at the San Onofre nuclear power plant, by calling for action to move this fuel to temporary storage and eventually take a permanent site. And Assembly Bill 2308, which proposed extending the maximum duration of protective orders in cases of domestic violence to 15 years, thereby expanding protections for our victims. Ultimately, what drives me every day is simple. What's important to you is what's important to me. Affordability, public safety, and bipartisanship. These are the issues that matter most to our community, and they are the issues I fight for in Sacramento. I consider myself a problem solver, which is why I was invited to join the Bipartisan Problem Solvers Caucus. In this caucus, Democrats and Republicans from both the Senate and Assembly come together to explore how we can make better policies that work for all Californians. It's not about party lines, it's about getting things done. In fact, I co-authored over 750 bills with colleagues from all parties. Every vote I take, I carefully consider how it will impact you, both the good and the bad. I work closely with the bill authors to ensure that every piece of legislation is as strong as possible. We're a big state with a wide range of issues, and sometimes helping one industry can hurt another. That's where the Problem Solvers Caucus comes in, to help mitigate those impacts and find balanced solutions. Now let's talk about affordability, because let's face it, California is not affordable. From the gas tax to rising costs of food, sky-high rents, and even the outrageous car registration fees, these are all direct results of policy coming out of Sacramento. We need more common sense in Sacramento, and I'm committed to fighting for that on your behalf. Public safety is another top priority of mine. I ask residents all the time, do you feel safe walking in your neighborhood at night? What about when you go shopping or drop your kids off at school? You should. But current policies in Sacramento are letting criminals back onto our streets, and that's unacceptable. We shouldn't have to fight so hard to ensure that those who commit heinous crimes like human trafficking and fentanyl dealing are punished appropriately. As your Assembly member, I remain committed to public safety. I will continue to support policies that enhance your safety and oppose those that make you less safe. That's why I'm honored to have authored Assembly Bill 303, which aims to serve as an important first step in removing illegal guns off our streets. Above all, I ask everyone to check their political party at the door so we can continue working together on good, common sense policies that help working families, seniors, students, and businesses thrive. Thank you for trusting me to represent you. Together, we can continue making our community a better place for all.
Hello, I'm Chris Duncan, and I'm running to be your next Assembly member for the 74th District. As Mayor of San Clemente, I've had the privilege of working with leaders from Oceanside, Vista, and all across North County to advance our community's priorities: public safety, coastal protection, defending our freedoms, and reducing the punishing cost of living. My journey has always been about service to justice, service to our community, and to my family. As a former federal prosecutor for Homeland Security, I dedicated my career to ensuring that those who break the law are held accountable, protecting victims, and upholding the integrity of our justice system. I'll put partisan politics aside and always do the right thing. That's why I'm endorsed by prosecutors, nurses, teachers, and firefighters. As a father of 3 young kids, I deeply understand the hopes and concerns that families across our district share. We all want safe neighborhoods, quality schools, and a healthy environment for our kids to grow up in. That's why, as mayor, I focused on making our city a better place for families. We hired more police officers, slashed homelessness by 23%, and built back our local economy after the pandemic. I'm all about results, and in the Assembly, I'll deliver for our families. Oceanside, Vista, and our surrounding communities face unique challenges and opportunities. We need state leadership that understands the importance of preserving our coastline while promoting smart, sustainable economic growth. As mayor, I worked directly with Congressman Mike Levin to secure nearly $10 million in federal funding for sand replenishment to save our beaches and support our coastal tourism economy. We must support our small businesses, the backbone of our local economy, while ensuring that development results in more good-paying jobs and benefits for all residents. We need to address traffic congestion and make it easier for everyone to get to work, school, and home. In Sacramento, I'll bring the same dedication, focus, and results that I brought as your mayor. I'll fight to secure funding for local infrastructure projects that improve our quality of life, from roads and bridges to broadband access and clean energy initiatives. Now, our district has been neglected at the state level due to our current Assembly members' absence and ineffectiveness. I'm running to change that and finally put our interests first in Sacramento. I'll advocate for policies that address the high cost of living, ensure access to affordable housing and healthcare, and support our veterans and military families. Now, I'm not a tax and spend liberal. I prosecuted drug smugglers at the border, balanced budgets in my city, and fought to reduce taxes for middle-class families and cut red tape for local businesses. That's the kind of bipartisan leadership I'll bring to Sacramento. And my Republican opponent, Lori Davies, has consistently voted against the interests of our community. She supports banning abortion with no exceptions for rape or incest, and is even against access to birth control. She rallied with convicted January 6 terrorist and violent felon Alan Hostetler. And she's missed over 1,000 votes in the Assembly, while taking $30,000 worth of vacations and gifts from rich donors and lobbyists. Now, what would happen to you if you missed 1,000 days at work to take extravagant vacations on someone else's dime? We can't afford to have someone representing us in Sacramento who prioritizes her own extreme positions and her corporate big money supporters over our kids' future. As the first Democrat ever elected mayor in San Clemente, I've proven I can get things done in a conservative city by focusing on common sense solutions that impact our daily lives and future generations. Amidst rising costs, rising crime, and rising attacks on our freedom, I'll stand strong and fight for our California values and the middle class. Our campaign office is right on 2605 Oceanside Boulevard, in the middle of a working class neighborhood. Come on down to meet me and our volunteers and learn more about our campaign, or visit our website at chrisduncan.com. I'm asking for your vote so that together we can continue to build a stronger, safer, and more prosperous future for all of us. Thank you for your support. I look forward to serving you and our community in the State Assembly.
KOCT, its board of directors, staff, and the City of Oceanside do not support nor promote any candidates. We provide the following program as a public service for voters. All candidates have been invited to participate in this program, but not all were able to or chose to do so.